Yeah, Scream 7 is on life support, and there may be only one person who can save it. But is that the right choice? Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? We're going to be talking about the state of Scream 7, which is a mess. I mean, this is messed up for real. We have so many possibilities of where this is going to go, but I don't know if I like many of them. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Real quick, before I get into it, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps to support the channel, and I'd appreciate it. So, with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega out of Scream 7, it looks as though the core 4 storyline, it's got to be done, right? I mean, I don't know if you can bring back Mason and Jasmine and make this movie work. It just wouldn't really make much sense, especially because of what we've seen in Scream 5 and Scream 6. They are a team. So if you don't have Melissa Barrera, if you don't have Sam or Tara in this movie, how can you have the Meeks twins? It just doesn't really make sense. This is a pickle, man, and the studio knows it, and that's why they are eyeing the queen. They want to bring back Neve Campbell, and they also want to bring back Patrick Dempsey as Mark and have the storyline flow from there. Obviously, you still have Courtney Cox. I have always been a big fan of Neve Campbell, and I think she's handled these situations in the last couple of years really well, coming back onto Scream 5, and obviously the big issues that preceded the situation in Scream 6 as far as the money and what she felt that she was worth and so forth. I think she's handled herself very well. We've seen her in a lot of different interviews. We've seen her at conventions, and she's just always taken the high road. Well, now it looks as though she could be the saving grace for Scream 7. And even though I love the character of Sidney Prescott, I really, really do, will this work? Is it the right choice? On paper, it would look like it is, because now you go back to a full-on Sydney story. Obviously, she has a family now. If you bring back Stu, this is what a lot of people, myself included, have been thinking was going to happen in Scream 7. But originally, the thought was that this would be in conjunction with the new cast, with the core 4, and somehow having something intertwined, especially because of the fact that Sam is Billy's daughter, right? So now all of that is out the window. It's all screwed up. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm doing this video more so to just voice my frustration with it, because I was really curious to see what they were going to do. Everything was pointing to the fact that Neve would possibly return to Scream 7. The breadcrumbs had already been laid out in 5 and 6 as far as maybe bringing Stu back, and I really wanted to see how all of this was going to work. Now we're in a situation, if you bring them back, yes, it'll be great to see them. Sure, they're going to be great in their roles. I assume the film is going to be pretty good. I think Christopher Landon is fantastic, but there's always going to be that feeling about, or at least for me, there's going to be that feeling about what could have been, because with Scream 6, and there were some things that were big missed opportunities, way too many people that survived, but there was a lot of great stuff in the film, and Melissa Barrera as Sam was one of the best things about it. I thought she was fantastic in this movie, and I thought that Jenna was great as well. So now we go into 7 without them. They bring back Neve, or they hope to. Here's the other thing too, guys. You got to remember, Neve Campbell, she said that they did not offer her what she thought she was worth for Scream 6. Now she's got the leverage, guys. She's got the leverage. So the studio's literally going to have to back up that money truck to her house. And who knows? I don't even know how it's going to go. And who's to even say that she's going to still come back either way, she might be feeling some type of way about this situation and about Melissa and so forth. Who knows? I don't know. I think it's all speculation, but that's why I want to talk about it, see what you guys think. What do you guys think? Do you think that Neve is going to come back regardless? Do you think that she's going to ask for more money? I mean, business wise, it would make sense. It really, really would. It's like, well, you guys didn't offer me what I was worth for 6, and now that you need saving for 7, now you come back to me. Well, it's going to cost you more money. I mean, that's just being business smart, right? Here's the thing, though, guys. If you bring back Neve Campbell, if you bring back Patrick Dempsey, you've got Courtney Cox. Do you bring back Hayden? Okay. Will this work? I'm sure there's going to be good stuff in it, but it just seems like now we're trying to, get this Band-Aid on here, right? They're going to go back to Woodsboro. How's that going to happen? Are they going to kill Sam off screen or something like that? I mean, I suppose if you do that, you've got to figure out what you do with Tara as well. It's a mess, guys. It's a mess. This is one of those situations where you watch it because it's just a big curiosity. As a fan of the franchise, I really think that the studios, man, they've put themselves in a corner. It just goes to show you, right, that if you're doing business, you want to make sure you treat everyone the right way, because now Neve Campbell has all the leverage. She really does. She really, really does. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with her when she comes back, if she comes back. I don't know, guys, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Number 1, do you think Neve Campbell's going to come back? Number 2, do you think that she's going to ask for more money in order to come back? Number 3, do you think that they'll bring Stu back as well? Again, there's just so many possibilities of how they could do this, but the truth of the matter is their best bet, their safest bet, is to bring back Sidney Prescott and Stu Macher, and to allow the fans to really get hyped up on that. Maybe that'll be, masking the fact that they shot themselves in the foot with this situation as far as not having Sam and Tara return, which of course means that you can't have the Meek twins back either. In theory, I'm sure they could say something to the, oh, well, they went on a trip to Kansas or whatever. I don't know. It's a mess, guys. It's going to be really interesting to see how this thing goes. It's too bad, because this franchise is a good franchise and all the films have been good films. And here we are with Scream 7. We thought it was going to be the end of the Carpenter Sisters trilogy, and it looks as though, wow, I mean, they're going to be back at the drawing board. They're going to try to bring Sidney back in for the win. So anyways, let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit the like button. It helps to support the channel. I'd appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, this is the time to do it. And we can continue this fantastic conversation as horror fans, as Scream fans. And man, this train wreck, this could be just the beginning. Can you imagine that? This would be just the beginning of themselves trying to get out of this sticky situation. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you're the Night Watch. Peace.